All right, everybody, welcome to it. So I decided I needed a change of pace. The cookbook is right where my marker is. That little hut, building there. You want to run down here and grab you a few. I got those for my alts and maybe one for the auction house to make up for the fishing one that I purchased. You can also get the fishing one as well if you need to. I decided to see if I could quest in this area because I just wanted to change. And I was saving this area for my druid because I wanted to keep dumpster in this area as long as I could. But I was just did not want to do Stranglethorn Vale. I wanted to push it off as long as I can. I do need to get into Scarlet Monastery, so that's what we're trying for now. I'm in a guild now. It's a guild for newer players. One of the problems that I had seen with guilds was everybody's kind of established. They're racing to the end, gearing as fast as they could, getting ready for... actually, everybody's getting ready for the third season now, which I hope is a long ways away because I need work. My priest is going to be my main. Like I said, this mage is just because it's a new server, a new tune. My priest was already taken care of financially. I did the exact same things that I did on my mage with my priest. Made gold, as you see there, so... That was kind of the idea behind this video. I've got videos from 2016 of me running dungeons and stuff for walkthroughs for when they were re-releasing. I never posted them, of course, but I need to put them together. They're Horde. I say that with a bit of disdain just because I've never been a fan. I love Taurens. They're my favorite thing. But I don't like the Horde, and I think I've discussed that. I don't like the Horde starting area. I'm exploring right now, just running amok and rambling. There's stuff here that I discovered that I did not know existed. I was like, wow, this is so cool. I've never been here before. Now, I remember vaguely some of the areas and whatnot, but I've never really quested here because none of my friends would ever quest here. In order to get things done, it was easier to group up with friends, and so you were always in Westfall, you're always in Darkshore, always in STV. You had to group in STV, of course, because it was a PvP server and you were just going to get mowed over. But, so I decided, I'm going to see if I can do some questing out here. A few of them were, I'd waited too long. Apparently, I was a little bit too high for. But of course, you don't want to be here without a mount. You're too far from home, so to speak. You can only you can only port to Darnassus, which is fine. I ran to a few places when I first got here. I did it on foot, so I did not open up the entire map just now. I think I flew to Aberdeen or wherever that was. I can't remember the names. I don't remember the names of these places. That's how long, or that's how much I've not quested or not been here. So this is the main area where I'm going to quest from. I've not done any of these ever before. I do not remember ever doing any of these. And I had to find them. I had to actually run through. I only looked up one quest because it just boggled me. I couldn't figure it out. The flight path is up here, so run up. Always grab flight paths. You will forget, and you will be so mad when you do. I've done it so many times over the years. I'm like, oh, come on. But just do that. Pick up the quests. And so that little patch in the far north there, or that little north area right there, I was like, wait, I got to open this up before I leave. There might be something cool there. I'll just let this play out. Cool imps. The tree herders are really cool. I'm glad they had revamped them in TBC. All the dragonkin that are elite, they're just snobs. They're all snobs. Look at the distance of us. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, I can... Nope. And we've been here for 3 seconds. We've been here for 3 seconds and we're already ghosted. So, yeah. And it's not a horrific run back, but that's Tuesday. So. This is going to be a lot of roaming around and exploring. I did chop this up quite a bit. I wanted to show you where to go, but also that I was confused half the time, and I loved it. This was like... this was awesome. I absolutely enjoyed this. And there's a really cool piece to this that I never knew existed that I'll show you in this video. Here you're grabbing 3 different mobs, and then an overseer. Yeah, so we need the scouts, deforesters, and the shredders. That wasn't a big deal, but the deforesters were who I was. Normally, the smaller number ones you want to try and get going on. You're going to run across the others. I'm going to start saving my wool because I want to get my Darnassus rep up. I want a kitty because the Mechanostrider is too clanky and noisy for me. Like when you're running. Okay, this dude, this mob, this peon, I wanted the lumber. He just ran straight to the boss. He's like, Dad. And this guy started shooting at me. That was crazy. He did not come and fight me at all. He ran straight. So ignore the peons. I guess if there's a scout nearby or somebody. Because he went straight, I mean, one hit, and he went straight to this guy and aggroed him. And I've never seen that before. That was very interesting. Now, a Murloc would just scream and they'd all come running at you. But this guy actually took the initiative. Gather all the lumber. It was easy to do. It wasn't a big deal. I messed up and didn't get the secondary lumber. I forgot all about it. And didn't even know where to get it. But here's the shredders. One of my favorite mounts in the game was when they introduced this mount. You no longer needed a druid herbal to grab herbs with. It was great. Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was going to be like 2 fights in one kind of concept since there was only 2 needed. This was a really cool area to quest. It was not too far spread out. You could do it without a mount. The Fellwood area might be not. I don't know that it would be doable without a mount, but because I grabbed the flight path in Fellwood. Here's the overseer. He's in a little hut. It looks different than anything else on the whole area. I came up from behind it and cleared my way to him. He's pretty cool looking, actually. He's got that old orc sword. He starts to run. I don't know why he runs. He should not be one running. But apparently that was a magic wall. Okay, so I came around this way and came up from the back end of this. There's a little path right here. Whatever, get there. Planting trees. That was very odd, but you think there'd be more of this with that deforestation going on? All the buildings and battering rams they need. Yeah, you plant them and then they grow up. It's pretty cool. I'm sure tons of people have done this quest because they're horde. I can just gather that the quest would be the same for the horde. This was cool. The canyon was really cool. So you need to kill these guys. They are immune to, of course, fire, and I'm super smart and didn't know that. Had to learn that one. But they're immune to fire. They always have been. Most elementals are immune to whatever they are made of. This This is a whole new. I've never, like I said, I didn't even know this was on the map. I'd never seen this before, and I don't know if this is new from TBC because I've just never seen it before. But I can't imagine it is because of the monument. And I was like, "You got to be kidding me! All these years, 20 years, I've never seen this monument." So my gathering is I guess the fell is scarring this area up here. I don't know why I'm using fire against it. It's just muscle memory. So they have burned this area and torched this monument, I guess. I'm not certain. That would be very interesting to find out. I imagine the Horde have a really cool quest line for this. And again, I might just be the only person who's never been here. It's very, very plausible that I'm the only person who's played for 20 years and has never been here before. I'm just like, well, this is crazy. And you can pause the video here if you want to read, but this is a message. This monument was basically built by Thrall, which everybody knows who Thrall is. I mean, that's one thing, but yeah, it was just a big monument to Grommash Hellscream. Very interesting. I was like, this is cool, but it looks like somebody's trying to destroy it. And so I don't know. I'm just making up what I see, of course, but this whole area is torched, so I can't imagine Thrall's going to put that in an area that's, you know, hideous. Especially with all this little fell. I could have. Maybe Gul'dan did it because of all the fell that's around. I didn't think about that. I tried to fish. It's always fun to try and fish in areas like that. I don't know if they did fishing and lava type stuff until Wrath. You might have been able to beforehand, but this was just a cool spot. The best part, except one of the challenges, and I know I've said this a few times, if you've been watching any of these, God bless you, but you've endured. I'm trying to do quests I've never done before, because again, I have leveled many tunes. I've done these many times. But always the same way because I knew it. Like we just go through and we get it done, kind of a deal. You don't need gold in retail anymore. It's, you know, it just kind of happens. It's a lot easier to make. You're just rep grinding all the time, and that's kind of what turned me off from it. I know that is a part of the game, but it was sort of like expected. Okay, a new pat, that means there's going to be a new currency to farm, a new rep to farm to get the currency, then there's going to be 3 currencies within the currency, and I just didn't care for it. It's the same thing over and over and over again, and you sort of knew the cycle, and you kind of got drowned in it, and every one of them would have like 5 mounts and 5 toys, and you know, you just kind of gave up. You're like, I'm good. Okay, you're going to pick this up, that item right there. This is typical Blizzard. So you're just going to have to accept it. That's the diabolical plans. It's going to send you back. You're going to hand them into a dude. He's going to send you back to kill that demon that's walking around in the background there, along with another. And I've never, like I said, I've never seen any of this. So it was very, very cool to come here. I really hoping that I could find more like this. More, if I can skip STV, if I can stay out of STV and quest elsewhere. I can do this. I have done Ashara before, but that's like mid 40s, I believe. I will have to go out to Gadget Sand. I would like to do 1,000 Needles. I think I have already out-leveled 1,000 Needles, but I've only done a couple of the quests out there. But there's an entire area out there that I've not seen before, and this view is just beautiful. It's way better than the wetlands and Darkshire and all that. Well, STB is just like this, but it just doesn't have all the different variety of colors. But and again, I will probably have to go to STB to do a few quests to pick up a few. I will have to go to Deathwall Marsh. So this is Warsong. The PvP area for the Horde is what I believe this is. I'm thinking this is where they go to queue for Warsong Gulch. I will show you the Alliance version of it here because I was like, oh yeah, I completely forgot about this. I was thinking, so I normally would try to do some PvP to break up the monotony and have some fun. But everybody stated the PvP queue times were just not worth it. People are leveling, they're grinding through. So I came to the back side of this one. We're going to try and get around. But everybody has stated that it's just, you're sitting there for a while, it pops up, and you're not even like thinking about it. Oh, yeah, I got to go in and do Warsong Gulch now. And so 25, 30-minute queue times. We're hoping we can stay away from that. We'll do a lot of PvP, though. I enjoy PvP thoroughly. But you run into that little portal up there. I had a quest for this for some reason. As a 32 mage, you don't want to be in there. You want to be in the 38, 39 range. You're going to get... I don't know if they scaled at all for this. This is how you do it. You just kind of run in there. We've been to the one in not Hinterlands. Oh, we still have Hinterlands to do too. That's a good area to quest. That's awful. It's one of the worst. It's great. I forgot all about that area. More turtle killing. But anyway, you just run in there and you queue. The area where we killed all the lions at, I can't think of the name right now. That's where you queue for Arathi Basin, I believe it is. Or for Alterac Valley, maybe it was. I can't remember. I'm getting them all jumbled up in my head now, and I wasn't planning on talking about any of that. This is a cool little area, the little outpost. I was expecting to grab a few quests in here. There was nothing. And I think it's because the Horde have this as a quest area. Later on, I come through here, and they are killing. So all these dead bodies out here, it's just because the Horde had to come in and kill for a count. So you'll probably not get any quests out of here. They were also dropping... up at the area where I do quest at, get my quest from, Robert, and they were dropping all those guys there. So I was like, wait a minute, I need a hand in. Stop killing everybody. Splinter Tree Post. Okay, so remember Splinter Tree. We're heading north basically. We're going northeast. This is that Horde area, Splinter Tree, and we're going to look for the den. It took me a while to find this. Here's where we are. We're before Splinter Tree, I guess. We're looking for this den, the Dordano. This took me a while to find. And I'm looking for that little tent that's right over there, but I don't know it yet. Again, many of you have done this 1,000 times. I just haven't, and I was having fun. For a long time of grinding in the same stuff, where I'm just glad that I'm actually doing new quests or whatever. So these little jars is what I need. I need one of them. And I've been looking for this one for a while now. I just wasn't certain where the den was. I should have grabbed that third mob up there, but I missed that one. We need to get into the Mage Weave area too. I need a bunch of Mage Weave. I have tailoring and herbalism on my priest, and I'd like to switch that probably to tailoring and engineering maybe, just for the goggles. But I might do enchanting just to save on money, because the enchants are really expensive. Check the auction house of where you are. The thing with enchants is you don't really need to use them that often. They're difficult to make as far as selling them, and when you do make them, you're like, I'm going to hold on to it. I really don't. I hold on to all the material. I'm like, I might need these, So I don't make a lot of money off enchanting. All of my enchanters are very poor. But tailoring does assist. High-level tailoring is very difficult. We're looking at day-long cooldowns. Very helpful cooldowns, but the gear is great. I think Mage Best in Slot is tailored for a while, up until maybe the eye. So I would hold on to the shoulders and the helm, I think, for a very long time. See, the shoulders and chest, or shoulders and helm. I don't remember what it is. And I can't see what's going on up here. I'm like, I can't tell how many there are because they're invisible. So I'm just trying to grab one of these little cones. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm doing math, I guess. I don't know. I'm waiting for pats. I'm not sure what I'm doing here. Get on with it. Come on now. And I got one. I'm expecting the pats to come around because it looked like there was little hidden ones walking around through there. Oh yeah, he was doing the skirting. He was moonwalking to me, which I thought was very interesting. I'm like, oh, I hope I'm not glitching out or lagging out. Getting very close to 33 here. And I think we will probably push definitely over that with these quests that we're handing in. And that's who I was looking for right there. All that work and I got one mob for nothing. I missed my priest. I missed my druid. Druid is a blast. Hybrid druid is something I recommend to everybody. TBC is the only expansion that has it, so you have to do hybrid druid. It's a resto boomkin form, tree form, and it's wonderful. I will definitely have spec for that, hopefully. I'm not certain if I'll need to tank or not, but I'd like to heal on my druid if I can. Because they do great damage still. This is my 4th video for the day. I've been editing since 6 a.m. It's about 6 p.m. now. I don't have my clock on here. I've done 5 videos, but 4 are completed. They still need to be put up, but we're gonna stay on these. Overwatch videos are coming out. We had a bit of an upset with one of our gamers broke his arm or fractured or something, and so he wasn't able to do a record, and I couldn't grab one, but we got one of them up. 2 more will come, hopefully, if I can get even Savage Cordy. If I can get her out there, that'd be great too. So the Overwatch videos are coming out. If you play, I know if you're playing WoW, you're probably not into Overwatch. I took a nice break from WoW and did some Overwatch when it first came out. I forgot the Fellwood. I was like, oh, completely spaced it. And Xavier, I think you should have grabbed him too. Very cool sword right here. So warriors do like this, but night elves, this is a big night elf thing. Rogues love them too, but like I say, that was really cool. I was like, cool. All right. Back to the Fell and a quest that drove me insane. So this area was being heavily farmed, and I'd like to know why. There was 2 or 3 horde here running around in a group, and then a couple of alliance groups that were coming through here, and I'm curious as if they're farming, because there's no fell cloth being dropped from these guys. They're too low. Fell cloth is normally fell wood. These guys are like 28, 30 range. So I'm very curious as to what they were farming here. There might have been a quest for kills that I got and ignored. I'm looking for a chalice. I'm looking for a blue cup. That Draenei that's standing there, it's on the complete opposite of that Draenei. You'll see her head pop up right there. That's where it's going to be. I'll show you a better location. She's waiting for that cup. I don't know what I'm looking for. I have no idea. I'm like, oh, here's something. This is weird. I can't run through it. It's stopping me. It must be for a mob. To the left of this area, excuse me, to the right now of this area is where that cup will pop up on the small, right here where I'm standing. I'm here forever. So I don't know. I'm running around here. I'm looking. I run all over the place. I cut most of this out. Trying to not look up quests. That's my goal. It's not going to work. I had to look this one up. And it said that the respawn on this cup is awful. So, and I've already outgrown this place. Like all these greens. I got to get rid of all these greens. And push on. I was just having too much fun here. It was so nice doing new content. It was like a new game for me. It really was just a whole new area of, it was like a new expansion, so to speak. So I enjoyed this thoroughly. But I had to wait forever. Looked up the quest. When I see these guys are just farming them, I'm assuming, I have to just assume that there's a quest to kill them. That's all I can think of because there was just so many. I was absolutely useless right there. I don't know what I was doing, why I ran from them. I'm kiting this guy for them, and they need him dead. That's great. Fault on my part. There's a blood elf looking for kills. So I ended up looking it up, cut all that out, waited for it, repopped, grabbed it, and left, and did not record any of it. So lucky you. You get to come here and do this on your own. But it's right where I was standing at that one time where the Draenei lady was standing. So just wait. It's forever. And it really is long. I was here for such long. I think I left and came back, actually, too. I went to go do another quest and was thinking, okay, maybe these guys are grabbing it up and I should wait for them to go. Frustration. I think I parked up here to look it up. I was trying to find a safe place to do it. I don't remember. It was too long ago. I'm 39 on my priest now and maybe 35 on my mage. I'm not sure. I had grabbed it and I think ran away. And it was like, oh, hey, smart guy. You weren't recording any of that, so nobody's going to know where it's at. But, you know, good old Wowhead. You can look it up there. Don't think there was a picture of it, but don't go down there. Don't even think about it. Don't even try it. They'll chase you for miles. PvP servers are the best because they would come, Horde would camp here and fight anybody trying to level. I think that's probably one of the main reasons why I never leveled here was because it was a PvP server. That makes sense to me now. Never even thought about that. This is a main hub for them to fly in and just beat you down. So you'd have been a ghost anytime you're out here. That's why I never did any of this. Stranglethorn Vale was the same way, but they weren't coming out to Goldshire. They weren't coming, well, kinda. They weren't farming Goldshire. They weren't farming Westfall. They would have farmed this area, though. Back down in the den, I think I needed to look for somebody. I cannot remember why I'm here. I'm trying to show you things on the map, I believe. The den was a little bit tricky to find because it didn't pop up on the map. You had to kind of run across it. And I was like, I know I've seen it. Just enjoy the clankiness in the scenery. Yeah, these guys are going to destroy me. I've never remembered how clanky these things were, how noisy this mount was. And me personally, I think they should just, since gnomes are the ones that are using them, they should double jump. They should have like a huge robot jump. This is where a lot of the Horde were questing to, they were dropping these night elves. So I don't know if there's going to be any quests here. I think I was looking for higher level quests. Area. These Worgen up here are, they're the path to where you need to go. It's a catacombs that's up there. I'm trying to open the map up in this area just to see what's going on. And instead of continuing that way like I should have, I get the bright idea, oh, let's just run up to Fellwood since we're this close. Which is a smart thing to do. Fellwood's a terrible place to quest, but it's very potent, congested area, so there's a lot of good questing there. But these, like, I mean, look at the aggro range on that bear. he's probably level 50 to 52 range. So just make your way down that path, keep running, stay on the road, dodge the wolves. The wolves are crazy there. And then grab that little flight path right there. That's what you're there for. I was looking at the vendors, but I don't think there's anything there. Just grab this, and then I shot right back to the fort. No, I didn't. It's a mystery for a song. Okay, I did go back. I should have run back through. Oh, I didn't even notice we hit 33 and all that. Here is where I had to actually leave and come back because they were killing these guys. Yeah, the Insane Druids one, I never did that one, so you have to find where they are. I kind of out-leveled the area. Okay. See that horse right there, that Warlock's horse? Tell me why I can't cook on its feet. Right? I should be able to do shish kebabs on his feet. Had to go back to the Scar to fight the demon. Hit that first demon and killed him. You already saw where he was. I didn't bother putting him in here. I ran up there and dropped him. And then I found this path. This took a while to find. I was hunting for this for a while. I was like, where is this guy? I'm one end to the other. I couldn't figure it out. And I guess just didn't notice the switchbacks were there. So I just charged in. Cool little fire pit here. I thought that was interesting. I don't know if that's anywhere else in the game. It might be in Fellwood area. I know there's a few weird things in Fellwood. Now I'm just looking to see what I need to do. What's a mage to do? Oh, great. I'm peeking down just to see what's in there. If you've ever been in the catacombs, like I always say, they're the worst places ever. Winter Spring has the worst catacombs. Is it Winter Spring? No, it's not. It's Fellwood. Yeah, Fellwood has the worst catacombs. This, however, somebody had already come through. I got lucky here. I got very lucky here, actually. There he is. Not a mob inside. I thought, oh, an empty catacomb just for this one guy. Maybe this is just one they abandoned and they made a quest or something. Put a quest in there. I've never done this, though, so this was cool. Like I said, this was very... my shotgun wand. Thank you for joining me on this one. It was a bit crazier. Sporadic and spread out. Didn't know what I was doing through half of these. Spent time just hunting down the quests and reading. Actually had to read this time around, so that was fun. We'll continue. Like I said, we're going to try and make these videos. I want to revamp them. I don't like the format of them. I don't like the way what the product is, the end product. So we're going to work on those. Suggestions are great. But thank you. Thanks for making it this far, and I'll see you after.